we are a group of team one, and we are 4 people. And here we're going to explain about the tweets. Like we performed small analysis on Elon Musk tweets with the data available to us from the Twitter. And first here, we just require a normal packages. That's a basic thing, and we imported some kind of packages like configuration and the time, and also we just imported regular expression packages. And from there, to establish a connection with the Twitter, we need to have a Twitter developer account. So we created a Twitter developer account, and for that we got a bearer token. Because with the use of bearer token, we established a connection with the Twitter, and from here, to get a particular account, we need to have some ID, and here we got 44196397 ID number, and there's the ID number for the Elon Musk. So by using client.getUser tweets, we get all the tweets of the Elon Musk. Like we got some fields like attachments, geo created it, and some kind, yeah, and those are the fields we are getting by using the Twitter fields connection. And by using this, we are able to get up to 100 tweets. So in order to require a more number of tweets, we used a paginator. So by using that, we can get as many as tweets, like 1 lakh tweets, more than 1 lakh. So from here, we just created an empty list, and we name it as a list like a result. And by creating a list, we get all the dictionary values. We already assign all the dictionary values like a key and a value. Like if you consider here, a key is ID undergoes to key, and the Twitter.id goes to a value. So it created a key and a value, and here we get a ID, source, creator, text, all the required fields, and from that we just converted the dictionary into a data frames. Like the result will be having a dictionary plus dictionary plus data. So from the creation of the after creating the data frame, the data frame has many hashtags. Maybe from here we pulled out the hashtags from a text. Like if you see in the out 4, from the text we got all the hashtags and the URL. We also we are able to get the URL also from the text, and we also pull out some like date, hour, and day, like the day which he tweeted and the hour which he tweeted, all kind of information. And from the data, after getting all the data frames, we just converted the data frame into a .csv file. Yeah, everything is will be into the CSV file. From here, my friend Surya is going to explain the Spark SQL.
Yeah, hi. We create the Spark session, and we label the word count as app name, and these are the configurations we use it for the better feature, the partitions, and we create the table name called tweets, which is our temporary view, which holds the total data frame on the .csv file. And for testing purpose, I just run the query to show the file from the tweets table, and you can see all the data coming from the Twitter, from the tweets from iPhone and the tweets from Androids, and all the data shows up here. And the next query is to show the percentage of tweets with links, and we can see the 42 point. We just rounded the decimals up to 2, so it shows up to 0.2. 42.02% of the tweets are with links. And the next query is to show the tweets by a particular day, and we can see that there are more tweets on Thursday, which is 107, and followed by Monday. We don't see any particular pattern for this. There are on random on each days, not much difference. And the next tweet is to show the tweets which are the reply, which shows as 25.31% of the tweets are the reply to some other tweets. which we can see that he was active in reading other tweets. The next query is to get the tweets by particular time of the day. Um, like at particular hour, how many tweets he is going to, and we can see all the data for each hour. It starts from 0th hour to 24 hours. Uh, the following queries are about the visual, and the next part is explained by my friend Satu.
Thanks. So in the next query, we see that how many tweets, because Elon Musk is quite rigorous on promoting his own companies. So we just wanted to see how many times he've used Tesla in his tweets. So when we see it's about 5.61% of his tweets contain this word Tesla. So if we were to check it on some other companies he owns, for example, SpaceX or anything else, we can just replace this regex value there and see how much percentage of tweets have that particular word in it. So that's with that query. And next, we wanted to see if there's any particular day in a week that he's tweeting more tweets. And based on that, we could see that there were a lot of tweets on Thursdays for some reason, and followed by Mondays. So this sort of aligns with what we've seen before in a different query. So also here, because normally number of retweets could be less than replies, so we just wanted to check how many tweets had more retweets than the replies. So it came up to 317, which was probably half, 50% of the tweets had this kind of pattern. So it's like it seems that Elon Musk does more interesting and controversial tweets more, so it could be the reason for more retweets. And Also, we wanted to check how many tweets had sensible information or sensitive information, sorry, in it. As it is already tagged as a boolean in tweet from the Twitter data, we could just see if it's true, and we saw no tweets that had sensitive information, so that's a good thing. And finally, we wanted to see what was the average length of the tweet, Elon tweets. So it came up to 49 characters. So that's the end of few queries that we wanted to explore with the Twitter data of Elon Musk. So going forward, Money will take over explaining the visualizations we've tried.
Hello. So from here on, I'll explain you about the visualization part of the analysis we have done. So here we can see that by looking at the picture here, we can see the HTTP and Tesla, Starlink. So if we recall the above data, we can see that the Elon Musk, he tweets 42% of tweets with links. So it makes sense that HTTP is one of the most used, because for every link we have to use the word HTTP. And also you can see the Tesla, Starlink, Starship. So he also market his own companies a lot. And also we can see the Mars, much, great, will. So he also uses some good words explaining all of them. And so if we go down, so here we can see the number of uh, likes. Like he tweets more in the midnight time, mostly. So if you can see here, like at the 0 and 1 at 1 o'clock, he usually like he has more tweets. And in the evening, it's like the more likes, sorry, it's more likes. So and in the evening also, it's like around 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, it's the people he got more likes. And if we go a little so here we can see so the x-axis here it's a million for one for one so for for each space it's a million. So we can see almost all his tweets got less than a million likes, and very few less than 100 tweets got around more than a million views, likes, sorry. So even that is a pretty good number. And going down here we can see the recount, retweet. So a number of number of people retweeted. So here again with y-axis it's 1 lakh. So almost like all of his tweets less than 1 lakh, and around like we can see some in 6 lakh to 7 lakh mark and 3 lakh to 4 lakh mark. So there are very few tweets that he tweeted which got more than 6 lakh retweets. So by going down here we can see the reply count. Okay, so how many replies he got per tweet. So here again the x-axis it's 25,000, 50,000. So most of his tweets he got around 25 to 50,000 tweets, and he has very few tweets that got more than a lakh. Yeah, and there is that. And at the end, and the last thing, and the last graph here, as so it's a pie chart. So we represent the pie chart in which day he tweeted the most. So we can see he tweeted on Thursday. We can see in the top data it's 107 tweets. So here it says 17.9, followed by Monday is 16.2, and the remaining days it's 14 and 11. It seems like he doesn't have a regular pattern of how he does, but on Thursday, Monday, he is a little more busy with the Twitter. On Wednesday it's obviously a little too less. So yeah, if we want to get to know more like if we want his attention, we most probably have to take Thursday and Monday as a consideration. So this is our phase 2 of the project. And yeah, thank you.